All right, welcome back to SportsLine. We've talked a little Titans football. We talked some Preds hockey. Just had Thomas Willis from NashvillePredators.com on last segment. Now we shift our focus to college basketball and a huge local matchup coming up on Saturday. Tennessee State under second-year head coach Dana Ford. He's done an unbelievable job. The Tigers are 6-0 in the OVC, having a great season. They will clash with their neighborhood rivals, the Belmont Bruins, normally the kings of the OVC, and they're off to an undefeated start in conference play as well. That game will be Saturday at the Curb Event Center, a 5 o'clock tip-off. That is going to be one hot ticket. The college basketball part of this city should be on fire for that. Now, Rick Byrd and the Bruins have some work to do tomorrow night. They've got to get a win at UT Martin. Hopefully, if you're a college basketball fan and you root for the story like I do, you're hoping the Bruins can get the job done tomorrow night so we can have a battle of unbeaten teams in the OVC on Saturday. Earlier, we caught up with Tennessee State Tigers head coach Dana Ford, who once again has the Tigers off to an undefeated start in conference play.
Coach, obviously the campus, and I'm sure that the kids are excited about the Belmont game. What are you doing to kind of keep everybody even keel and let them know, hey, it's an important game, but it's a next game on our schedule?
Well, we're just trying to make practice as difficult as possible. To be honest, just a normal, typical week. Obviously, we don't have a game on Thursday. That makes our week a little different. But you still have to prepare for a well-coached team, and we're just conducting business as usual.
Going for 6 straight, I know you probably try not to focus on that, but is it tough when you start winning this many games to kind of get that in the back of guys' mind if we are going for a 6 straight win?
I don't give it much attention. They know it. You can't trick them. They're smart kids, obviously. But, again, we just try to keep them as focused as we can when we have them. And when they're away from us, they're doing their own thing. And hopefully when the game gets here, they'll be focused on the game.
So there's no, this is special, this is big, this is important. I mean, this is as big a game as you've coached in and they played in since this group has been together.
Yeah, but all our games are big for us. I mean, we lost 26 games last year, so every win is important for us. We just have to, it's a road conference game. We're not supposed to win it. And so we're just going to go in there and give it our best shot, and if we win it, great, and if not, we'll get ready for Tennessee Tech.
Does the fact that this is the first big game that this group has had, and Belmont has played in so many more of these type of games, is that an advantage for them?
Absolutely. And the fact that it's at their place is an advantage as well. But the game plan is going to be the same, even if we were foreign, whatever. We got to do a good job of guarding them and hopefully, giving them one shot and just trying to take care of the ball on the other end. So it's a little bit of a different game for us, but when that ball's tipped, it's all going to be the same.
You mentioned defending them. They're so good from the perimeter. I mean, how difficult is the task of at least contesting shots and challenging shots?
Yeah, I mean, by far the best offensive team we've played, and what makes them hard to guard is their balance. In my opinion, I think Brad's is an All-American. I mean, the kid makes 70% of his field goal attempts. And then they've got the preseason player of the year on the perimeter as well as other guys that can all shoot the ball. So our defensive energy is going to have to be really high. Our discipline is going to have to be really high. And we're going to need them to miss some shots, not just us guarding them, but them to miss.
And they can't get discouraged or frustrated either, even if a couple go in. You still got to keep fighting to contest those shots.
Just got to keep playing. Yeah, just got to keep playing as hard as you can. When you need a breather, give a fist, take a seat, and then go back out there.
You come in to take over this program where it started to where it is now. You guys got 14 wins. I mean, you don't have to admit this is a turning point, but is this one of those games you do win, you kind of start to turn things around?
It's an important game for us because it's a road conference game, and obviously it happens to be Belmont, who's really good. And if we win it, all that means is we won a road conference game. If we don't win it, then we just got to get ready for the next one, and that's really how we think. But we understand how big it seems to most people, and obviously they're the gold standard of the league. There's no secret to that. But we have to play them again, and then whoever wins the conference tournament, they're going to have to go through Belmont. So this is the only time we'll face them, but it is the next time we play them.
If you could narrow it down to a couple of things, Dana, that it's going to take for you guys to beat them on Saturday, what would it be?
Well, obviously, we'll have to score the ball a little bit better than what we normally do.
because even though our defense is pretty solid, they're going to score the ball. And then we really feel like we need to take care of the ball because they're really good in transition, especially off turnovers. They're good in transition when they force you to miss. So transition defense will be important as well. But, like I said earlier, they're going to have to miss some shots too because they're so good offensively that you just can't make a miss every time down like we try to do with most of our opponents.
I know you try and play in games like this, but to be playing in a game like this early on in your tenure, it's exciting, isn't it?
It's exciting, and it's what it should be. Belmont's got the best program in the league in terms of what they've been able to do since they joined the league. And we're also in the same city. And it's good for us to be at the level where the Tennessee State Belmont game is kind of a big deal or has some value to it. We know they're going to be there, and it's our job to consistently be there as well.
Wayne's a physical guy, probably compared to a lot of guys they have. Is he going to be a pretty big factor in this one?
Yeah, he is for all of our games for us. He's obviously a big part of what we do offensively. And in order to get the balance from the inside and the outside, we need him to score the ball down there, and hopefully he can do that. He's gotten off to a rough start in league play, but the last couple games he started to have a little bit more of a pop to him. Now his numbers aren't great, but every time he takes the floor, he's capable of giving us, a double-double, and that's something that we greatly need.
As a young coach, in this business, you look at a guy like Rick Byrd, how long he's been there, how long he's been doing it. What's your respect level for Rick Byrd and the job he's done?
It's off the charts. He is, in my opinion, a Hall of Fame coach. We put all these people in the Hall of Fame that have won a national title, but they don't have nearly as many wins. Graduation rates aren't as high. His APR is 1,000%. Never had an NCAA violation, and does it with unbelievable class and integrity. His kids show class and integrity, and we've got a lot of respect for him and what he's been able to do. And if we can get our program remotely close to that, then we're doing a good job.
All right, that's Tennessee State head coach Dana Ford talking about Saturday's big game against Belmont. Real quick, we go back to the phones. Hank, you got 10 seconds. What's up?
Hey, what's going on, man? I just wanted to ask a question. I heard a few days ago something about Peyton Manning acquiring or wanting to acquire part ownership of the Tennessee Titans. Yeah,
thanks for the call. We've heard that. That's been a rumor going around for quite a while, quite frankly. The bottom line is we just don't know yet. He's been linked to Jimmy Haslam with the Cleveland Browns. I'm not sure that Peyton Manning wants to go right from being a player right to being a front office person. I've never gotten that sense. I've never gotten that feel. We don't know. I'm sure we'll find out. Should the Broncos lose to the Patriots in the AFC Championship game, that could mean the end of his career and maybe the start of another one. We'll take our final break. Back after this.